Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I have a bit of an announcement to make. And I'm going to be honest over here. It probably has to be one of the craziest announcements I think I've ever made before, because the basis, the reasoning, and the situation surrounding it is one of the most ridiculous fucking things I think I've ever seen. And it warrants making a video on the topic because I'm personally actually involved. And that situation has to do with the person on the screen who blocked me. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Legions Gaming blocked me on Twitter. And you're probably wondering why. I have the reason. It is because I replied to a tweet with XDD. Brother, you gotta recognize that blocking me because I commented XDD is genuinely insane, right? Because it's a well-known emote on Twitch where it kind of shows, like, you know, a bit of like a, you can see in the top right corner, right? You can see it right here. It's a bit of like a giggly seal, right? It's made in response to something that you found funny. And so you might be wondering, oh, clearly Saint wrote XDD onto something that was like super offensive to like Legions or something, right? And so that must be what's going on. Let's take a look at it. So that was in response to this tweet over here. Let's all shift the blame to Saint, because why not? So there's a reason why I decided to look at this post in particular, and there's a reason why I wanted to comment. And it's simple. It's because content creators, when they find themselves in a shitty situation, always like to try to like use this get out of jail free card called Blame Saint, even when I have nothing to fucking do with the situation. If you want an example of when the get out of jail free card was used before, look no further than this video, ladies and gentlemen. We've got none other than my favorite. Sorry, I hate this guy. Not me, not this guy. I love myself. But the guy in the title, Genazad. Because Genazad was once caught lying to his audience. No proof, just said a bunch of wild shit out of nowhere while reviewing gacha revenue. He got called out for not having proof. He got called out for essentially making shit up on stream. And do you want to know what he did in response to that? Brother, I got you right here. Let's check it out. Hey, let's check this shit out, brother. And this is the reason for why it's not available anymore. Genazad was talking about gacha revenue over here, and he made a take. He made the claim that the Genshin dev team was looking down on the other teams at Hoyoverse, and that they know best. And when people asked him for proof, Jenna said that he had some close contacts that were willing to vouch for that info, but wasn't willing to share who they were or what their names are. So that's the context of this clip. Let's hear what he says now.
There's some people that I trust that have worked there that I believe.
That was his reasoning, by the way, for his take. That was his proof. My dad works at Nintendo.
Sound like Saintontas now? No, I'm not literally
I'm sorry, I didn't even remember that was in there. I'm just funny, I'm sorry.
Making something up out of thin air. I've actually literally been told it by multiple people. So that you see the difference is I've actually like talked to another human before.
So Jenna implies a lot of things with that statement. He implies that I just make things up. I never show proof. I just conjure up every single take from no formative information in my head and then regurgitate it to an audience. Right? And that was the Jenna situation, right? He proceeded to go ahead and use me as a shield against his own misinformation, aka the get out of jail free card by blaming Saint. And so, knowing that I have a bit of a history with annoying fucking content creators using me, my community, or whatever they feel like, or like whatever form of whatever defense they can find to try to like absolve themselves while pinning it all on me, good golly fucking gee. I'm sick and tired of it. So why don't we go ahead, actually start breaking this situation down, because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really actually care at first, because this was the response, right? Like this was the actual source of the info.
In my chat, I mean people that I recognize from my WuWa streams that always come in only for my WuWa streams and nothing else. Constantly saying things like, the story is boring.
He's complaining about people making fun of his Arknight's Endfield stream or something like that. I don't think this is actually real. I think he like tried to conjure up drama and then like got caught and Don't worry, we'll get to that later.
The factory system is ass. The gacha system sucks. And I will say there's probably a lot of people that come from Saints community that were in there too, or CCs that were complaining about the gacha system because.
So like, you can see in here, he basically mentions me by name and implies, or basically blames me for sending negative people to his stream when, hey, Legions, I don't tell anybody to watch your streams because there's a very easy way for me to do that. It's by rating you, and I've never done that before. So like, yeah, I'm not telling anybody to go to your stream after mine ends.
After I explained the gacha system to some people, they were like, wait, that's actually kind of good.
Anyways, that's the excerpt. And so I basically just commented on this XDD. I commented on that clip XDD, and then I got blocked. And so I decided, hey, why don't we go ahead? Why don't we do a little bit of digging? Why don't we do a little bit of investigation, right? Oh man, there seems to be a lot of negative PR for the Wuthering Waves community as a whole from Legions. Is this the community just being toxic? Is this all just my own viewers? Or is there something wrong going on his end? Is there some wrongdoing actually occurring over here? And so I decided, hey, why don't we go ahead? Why don't we look at some other posts by some other creators, right? There seems to be some strong takes that are floating around the space. And apparently, Legions uploaded a whole fucking video. And in this video, that's where he blamed me. So we're going to watch this, but before we do, I wanted to see what someone's summary of it was first. I don't want this to necessarily taint our impression of the video too much, but how much more tainting can actually occur when I've already gotten blocked for commenting XDD? At this point, I'm going to have a negative impression of this guy because I think he's a gigantic pussy. So yeah, I mean, I think reading this isn't going to really necessarily change much because I already have a negative impression. Anyways, let's go ahead. Let's dive right on into this. Summary of this Legions gaming nonsense so you don't have to. Blank creates fake haters using his own burner account, blames the entire gacha community, but his own, I mean, it's already not sounding good. If the whole fake bait, if you are creating fake haters on burners and then pretending that you have people brigading you, that sounds like a Jetazad thing to do. That sounds like a Mr. Pokey thing to do. I'm gonna be honest. You don't want to be one of those guys. Apologizes to his community, but not the WuWa community for creating drama out of nothing. Well, if he made a fake burner account to instigate drama in his own channel and pretend it's from WuWa, yeah, that's bad. That's rough. Hope that's not true. Again, never took accountability, just boosted his ego a lot more. This video is bait. You'll waste your time watching him yap about how right he is and how y'all are retarded. Don't worry, I'll say the R word out loud. Keeps emphasizing that people keep hating on his chat, but as I've proven this wrong after digging through his chat logs through his latest streams. He emphasized that if you disagree with him, you'll get banned or blocked. He blames gacha tribalism when, again, he created his own drama using his burner account. This is my take. This all hinges on whether or not Legions actually made a burner account to fake hate from the Wuthering Waves community against him. And if there's a reasonable amount of evidence that a fake burner account was actually made to essentially create fan fiction about a war between Wuthering Waves and Endfield, that would be terrible. I think I've seen I've seen a couple of tweets floating around. I think this person's actually one that had one of the tweets floating around. Oh yeah, this was the one. Yeah, this was the one. Yeah, apparently Legions uploaded a video that is now deleted where it was like a 1-minute clip of the proof. And I think it was one guy saying, WuWa way better, this game is trash. And that was like the comment that he used to sort of like justify that the take that there's a war between Wuthering Waves and Endfield. And because Saint is a big WuWa CC hating on Endfield, Saint is now the ring leader. Saint is now the ring leader of all these super negative takes that are ruining my Endfield experience. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. So I think a lot of people assume this is a burner because they can't look up this user on any platform. I think that's what it was. People saw that this was like Dragonizable, the guy that's like causing all this talk. They like looked him up and they can't even see that this account exists. So I think that's what the burner account allegations are coming from, because nobody knows nobody can find this account. So, again, I think they're unconfirmed, but I am going to be real. If nobody can find the account right now and it's one comment, that is a bit suspicious. Now, there's clearly, right, a big point being drawn by Legions over here. He's really focusing on this idea that there are some very toxic members of the Wuthering Waves community that are attempting to ruin any enjoyment of Endfield by actual real Endfield players. And the only thing that I have to say regarding this is that this is entirely 100% demonstrably the most untrue summary of the situation you could possibly have. You just have to look at the Endfield subreddit yourself. You'll see posts upvoted in the thousands, right? And they're all just bitching about the game. They're all just bitching about how there's no polls, how the free-to-play experience is one of the worst things people could have asked for, right? People are just talking about how they're banning rerolls and all of that. Why are we okay with only limited tickets that expire in 14 days being on the rebate store? Why can't there be permanent ones here instead? Guys, those are all comments from the Arknights subreddit, the community, and they're all mass upvoted because they're all critiquing the game, and a lot of people think the game isn't in a good spot because it's a good game ruined by developer greed. That's been my motto. That's been my slogan since day one. Good game ruined by developer greed. That's not a tribalism thing. That's not a WuWa versus Endfield thing. This is what the Endfield community just thinks about the game, and it's the same takes that I have, right? And the way that I know it's the same take that I have, guys, is very simple. Because I can just go ahead, take a look at the overall reception to my video over here. Hypergrifters, guys, how does it have this good of a like ratio? There's not a community of people that hate the game this much that they're going to just upvote something just because it's negative towards the game. It actually has to be real. It actually has to be factual. And the thing is that it's majority actual Endfield players that are upvoting this because they see what's in here and they realize it's exactly what they're going through in their gameplay. So to create this illusion that it's, oh, the toxic WuWa community going ahead doing all of this shit because we got literally fucking one guy. Wait, let me see it again. Let me see it. We got one guide, bro. Why do you think he deleted this video? Why do you think this 1 minute video is no longer on his he got one guide to infinity and fucking beyond, bro. It's not there anymore. There's no 1 minute clip. He deleted that shit. And then he posted this apology. Why don't we go ahead? Why don't we take a look at it, right? We got in the context. Either got one guide or he made a burner account, right? Got one guide or made a burner account. Oh, what's this link over here? What's this one? One thing to add is that he's trying to play victim with his community. Oh my gosh. Wait, this was the deleted tweet. Oh, wait, this was the deleted. Oh, right. Here's the 1 minute. Here's the 1 minute video that he deleted. Yeah, so apparently he went through a 14-hour VOD to get, like, he went through a 14-hour VOD and, like, he got this clip. Like, guys, this was the one comment he received in 14 hours. I mean, and now I'm getting blamed for creating gacha tribalism wars. Bro, like, how hard is it to just, like, not fucking, just, like, keep your fucking mouth shut and, like, not say my fucking name for no reason when I'm not involved? Like, bro, I don't know who this bitch is. What are you out here doing blaming me?
Come from Saints community that were in there too, or come from Saints community.
But who the fuck is this? Bro, I don't know who this is. What do you mean? Are you just saying shit? What the fuck? Hey, go find somebody in your 14-hour VOD, bozo. Just, hey, you should go find, what the fuck? What is this shit? Bro, I imagine that I'm out here, bro. Bro, this is the number of subscribers that I have on that fucking Endfield video, bro. Apparently the guy that's doom posting the game and just only causing gacha. Oh yeah, that's why I got 80 subs on a fucking video talking about correcting the misinfo in this game. Bro, these are actual Endfield players that are agreeing with me because the game has actual fucking issues. If that's not proof, I don't know what is. How does a video being this negative about the game, guys? How is a video that's this negative about the game getting that many likes, that many subs, unless it's just the fucking truth? And you want to know what the worst part about all this is? You just had these grifting fucks like Pokey back in the day, right? This was the video right before Endfield dropped, guys. This dude was out here trying to insinuate that the only reason why I was talking trash about Endfield wasn't because the gacha was actually bad. It's because I needed WuWa to be better, right? He sowed the seeds of gacha tribalism, muddied this stupid fucking debate where you point out problems in Endfield, and to shield Endfield from criticism, these retarded CCs keep saying it's because you're shilling another game. You'll say factual things wrong with Endfield, and these CCs will say, oh, they're just trying to shill Wuthering Waves. They're just trying to shill Genshin Impact. Yeah, so they're lying. They're not being, they're bad faith arguments. They call your arguments bad faith when they're factual. They don't know how to rebuttal them, so they call them bad faith. They're 100% factual, accurate, but they just call them bad faith and don't even try to argue against them. Yeah, well, he's just arguing in bad faith. No need to address that. I think this is the 1 minute video. Is this it? Oh, this was the clip? Oh, you downloaded it? Okay.
The fact that you get gems just from collecting shit is also really good too. All right, Dragon. I know you're somebody that probably watches my content because I do WuWa, but I'm gonna ban you for that. I'm sitting here playing a game, having fun. I don't.
Legions, you got like 2 people in your chat. How is it hard to find anybody? There's like 2 people chatting. Brother, this is like one of those like reaction speed tests, but you know when it's coming and you still got a bad score. Like, it's like a reaction speed test, but it ticked down 3, 2, 1 and you still got a bad score on it. Brother, how is it hard to find anybody when your chat is this slow? What do you, I spent 14 hours. Sorry, I need to go sorry, that's cancer. My bad. Where was that post that somebody had before? It was, y'all really made me go through a 14-hour VOD just to find proof. It can't have been that hard, bro. There's nobody in the chat. Like, you started calling out this dude at the start of the VOD, and like 30 seconds later, a minute later, bro, he's still on the screen. How hard could it be to find somebody in this chat? Bro, it's like a full minute later, he's still on the screen. Bro, he's right there. Dragonizable's right there, bro. The messages stay on your VOD for like 3 minutes because the chat is moving so slow. How is it hard to find anything? So like, you're trying to like farm sympathy over here for all the all the crazy work that you had to do, but it doesn't even look that hard. You wanna know whose chat is hard to comb through? Mine. Yes, if you said you were going through a 14-hour VOD of my chat to go find one message, I'd agree with you. That's kind of hard, okay? That's a little bit difficult, okay? I can understand the struggle there. But this shit, bro, what? This is like somebody bitching that they had to go take the stairs instead of the escalator. This is someone bitching the escalator was broken. Some people find it a convenience. Oh my lord. Anyways, that's just some of the context leading into this. Let's dig into this apology. Let's see what this one's all about.
To the WuWa community and to my community, I'm sorry. It's a little bit deeper than that, and there's some things that need to be explained. A couple of days ago, after the Arknight's launch, or during the Arknight's launch,
so let's 1.25 exit.
I made a post after streaming for over 14 hours and being up for over 24 hours, and then even after finishing that stream, I still had some editing to do in the morning. And
I don't care, bro. Like, can you explain why you talk his shit about me for no reason? Like, I don't care.
And some anime stuff. So I literally was probably 30 plus hours without sleeping. And
this is gonna be my take. All right. I hope you're ready for this one. All right. That sounds like a personal problem. Why am I hearing about it?
I don't know why, but lately Twitter has just been so toxic with like the things I've been seeing, and I think it's just been like getting to me. Whether that be like liberal stuff, conservative stuff, gaming stuff, just kind of like always toxicity all the time. And I think I need to limit my time on Twitter because I was just on there too much.
Evidently, when you're at the point where you're randomly throwing shots at me for no fucking reason because you're getting brain fucked by retarded narratives on Twitter. The only reason why I can imagine that Legions decided to go ahead and just start blaming me for, brother, like, I think this is the funniest part. Like, there's nobody in your chat anyways, so like, how am I still getting blamed? I can confirm that none of my viewers are in there because there's just no chatters in the first place. How am I still getting blamed? Like, bro, like, what do you even... There's no chatters in here anyways. How are they from my community? There's no one here. What the fuck?
Scrolling on there too much, posting too much, things that didn't even need to be said. After that long-ass stream on Arknights, dealing with... I just want to preface before I say what I want to say. I was dealing with people constantly. Now, not all of them were toxic.
Who? You should know exactly who they are with a chat this slow. Who?
But it was a lot of negativity of like, and now again, this is not just WuWa community. I'll get to that in a second. But there was a lot of negativity in my chat. And in my chat, I mean people that I recognize from my WuWa streams that...
I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk to me.
Always come in only for my WuWa streams and nothing else. Constantly saying things like, this story is boring, the factory system is ass, the gacha system sucks. And I will say there's probably a lot of people that come from Saints community that were in there too, or, you know, CCs that were complaining about the gacha system, because after I explained the gacha...
So there you have it, folks. In the first minute and 33 seconds, I realized how bad this video is. Within the first minute and 33 seconds, before he's provided any actual defense for himself or any explanation for like, or any actual example of his behavior, I already got blamed. Wait, nothing's been shown, not a single tweet, no evidence, nothing. I already got blamed.
So the gacha system sucks. And I will say there's probably a lot of people that come from Saints community that were in there.
Who? I don't see anyone in this chat. Who? Proof? Bro, this is the only clip you've uploaded yourself and we see a chat. Bro, there's no messages for like 30 seconds. Saying that you can't locate who's been talking shit with a chat this slow. I'm sorry, are you basically admitting you can't, like... How would you not be able to identify or remember anybody when the chat is this slow? I'm just genuinely wondering, bro. How would you miss people when the screen isn't moving? You're saying you missed people, weren't able to find this evidence when the chat is moving this slow. Do you know what this means? Legions, you're admitting to one of two things with a statement like this and with evidence like this. One, that you're giga retarded and like read at like the fucking kindergarten level, or B, you're lying and there wasn't actually people talking shit and you're trying to find it out for the absurd amount of drama you found yourself in for no reason, and you chose me. You got into drama doing dumb fucking shit on Twitter and you used me as an out, and the end conclusion is you're too retarded to read faster than 3 words a minute, or you're lying. Because how do you not remember with the chat this slow? Do you realize this? You either cannot remember when a chat moves this slow or you're lying. Do you realize how much worse you've made this situation for yourself by deciding to bring my fucking name into it? I hope you do. This was going to stay on Twitter, but now it's not. And I have no idea why you decided to do this. Genuinely, I have no... I'm just sitting here minding my own business, fucking running my factory, bitch. I'm just out here fucking I'm just out here minding my own business, then I hear somebody shit in my plate. Why? I don't know. Other than it's a convenient defense to blame Saint for everything because Saint's wrong. And why is Saint wrong? Well, if you're asking me why Saint's wrong, then, well, obviously you're not somebody that's going to understand why he's wrong in the first place, because everyone that knows the right thing to do understands why he's wrong, and the fact that you don't means that you're wrong as well. And that's the audience of retards that you appeal to with arguments like this.
There too, or, you know, CCs that were complaining about the gacha system, because after I explained the gacha system to some people, they were like, wait, that's actually kind of good.
Yeah, that's why every single post on Reddit is bitching and moaning about it. You're right. That's why just in my video, right, that I looked at before, there's just 7, like, bro, just look at, like, this over here. You could just see me on Reddit for like 5 minutes looking at all of the things people are pissed off about. So, great. Like, now I guess he lied to his viewers and deceived them into thinking the system was good.
So I feel like
Great. Are we wait, what are we going to admit to next? View botting? Murder? Which one?
a lot of people were just regurgitating shit that they were hearing online, not even playing the game or trying it out, and just talking shit. And this doesn't just happen for Arknights Endfield. This happened for WuWa. When I played WuWa, when I went from Honkai Star Rail to WuWa, a lot of Honkai Star Rail community was pissed that I was playing the game, was talking shit about WuWa.
Okay, let me take a bit more of a balanced view. And we'll probably just end the video over here because I don't think there's a reason to go much further. Legions, I think you have gacha PTSD. I think that you are going ahead and you are clearly at the point where you're literally fighting demons, where you decided to go ahead and take a stand on Twitter against gacha trials and toxicity, when your chat looks like this.
Someone who's enjoying something be like come to pass where people...
There's no one there. There's no toxicity. I don't know what else this is other than you literally conjuring a battle inside your head against people that don't exist. And then people just call you out because your behavior is fucking crazy. And then you decide to lash out at the people that call you out. And then you bitch and moan about how you looked for cancer. How you looked 14 hours. 14 fucking hours for this, bro. What?
I need you to please like and retweet this. This one random stalker psycho bitch was trying to ruin me in the WuWa community, saying that I made up lies, and I just made this post to prove it. Sadly, this post is not going to do as good as the post that made up lies about me. It's always how it is.
Legions, you out here fucking lying in your video that I sent people to go harass you, bro. Legions, you literally ran over, like, you, what are you doing? I had to go out of my way to find proof because of this dumbass made up lies about... Bro, this is the worst proof I've ever seen in the history of proof. What the fuck is this proof? Oh, and this was the thumbnail of the video. Just so you guys know that the video was actually uploaded and was a real video, that was... It's not there anymore for a reason, right? All right, let me just get back to the point I was trying to make. I think you have gacha PTSD. I think that, yes, HSR players going to WuWa definitely was a legitimate source of toxicity, right? I'm certain it was. But I think because that occurred, you for some reason are now under the impression that every community is going to be as toxic to other games. That's simply not the case. And maybe, just maybe, guys, we could have this point of view. Arknights Endfield has one of the lowest ratings I've ever seen for a new release before. It literally is on the Google Play Store a whopping 3.5. It got botted the other day up to 4.0, but dropped back down to 3.5 because it's just not great right now. The situation for this game is that a majority of people think it's one of the stingiest and greediest fucking gachas they've ever fucking played. And the majority impression is the gacha system sucks balls. And so, isn't the real issue here, Legions, the fact that you're blindly defending the fucking company, refusing to look at anything the actual public is saying when it comes to this game, and you're just feeding into the dumb fucking takes that you'll see on Twitter, like this one, right? That don't actually reflect the player population of the game. Because you want to know what people in China think about Endfield? Like, you're out here saying, clearly, Endfield is a perfect game. Anyone that's critiquing is just a dumb shill, tribalistic warrior, gacha warrior, as poke. Why is everybody saying it's not good then? Like, even anywhere in the globe, you could go to Korea, you could go to Japan, you could go to the US. Everywhere the game has a bad rating. And everywhere, public forums are talking about Hypergriff's greed. The lack of pulls, the lack of progression, the lack of meaningful fucking content, right? For people to do if they don't have the units. Brother, it is universally critiqued for all of the reasons that I've given it. Yet people are still saying it's to shill WuWa. That is how this community is from retards like Mr. Pokey. They've managed to convince you guys that it's a tribalism war, that I'm just a Kuro bot, when literally I'm just having the same critiques as 90%, if not higher, of the actual players of this game. But hey, you are on Twitter too much. You dipshit. Get the off, because you seem to be thinking that the retarded opinions of the vocal minority on Twitter seem to accurately reflect the entire player base as a whole. No, you dumb. This is what the player base fucking thinks. So maybe think of the possibility that there's something wrong with the actual game itself. And stop fucking blaming me for everything. I don't even get it at this point. What did I even do here? That's gonna be it for this one. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.